Ready, 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 ready. It's official. Ready, ready, ready. Welcome, 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 welcome to On the Block with Spencer and McCrae.
Oh, yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to On the Block. That was pretty much a great little intro. Ooh, what is happening? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, great. Yep, there you go. Had to screw it up a little bit there. My name is McCrae, and this is Cameron Hurd. How's it going, Cameron?
I'm great. I'm the official vice host of the podcast.
And I'm the
and
co-host.
that was a crazy intro.
What?
I kind of liked it. It was like the little sound, new sound.
Oh, did you hear it?
Yeah, that's why I was like a statue at the very beginning. I was trying to listen to the.
Yeah, it's like the shout out to Riley Rage. We used to play it on the old show with Spencer, and then I lost it. But yeah, it's pretty much like Julie being welcome to On the Block. But then she says with Spencer and McCrae. So Riley, if you're listening, which I'm sure you're not, we got to get that changed up. Have it say Cameron. I might have to try to do some little bit of doctoring, but I need that file. Yes. Shout out to Riley Rage. Also, a big shout out. We're unofficially sponsored by hamsterwatch.com for all your Big Brother needs, and BMX TV. Let's see, what's the official website for BMX? I don't know what it is, but you've seen it linked. BMX TV. Go donate to them because they do a great job. Those are unofficial sponsors. Do you have any other unofficial sponsors to start us off?
No, just subscribe to the Twitch, I guess.
Oh yeah, Twitch. Yeah. I put everyone before myself, but yes. Always subscribe to the Twitch. That could be awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. I mean, what do you want to start? Where do you want to start on this son bitch?
Let's just start with the gate crashers coming in.
Okay.
And nobody buys their story at all.
As we suspected it would happen.
Yeah. And for more than like 4 reasons, I think, and a bunch of different people all said like, this is like impossible. They would know my bio. They would know at least who just got evicted.
Yep.
Like if they were super fans, oh my God, that was such a terrible story.
And I saw I feel like maybe I think her name is Kayla. Like the thing about it is like, yeah, she right away was like, oh, then they should know. Like, our bios get released like a week ago. They should know then our bios, which to me signals like, you know more about this game. Like, she's the one that's like a super fan trying not to say things, right? I don't know. Like, those are little like indicators of like, okay, who the fuck is really paying attention? Like, if she was a person that like tipped that off to me, I'd be like, okay, well, I got to watch the fuck out for you. You know what the fuck is going on, you know?
Yeah.
Just something I thought about when I was watching. Of course, it's easy to armchair it, but.
I would also say like they would know like the social dynamics too if they saw like the first 2 episodes. So it's like the lie doesn't make sense
story
at all.
Doesn't add up. No.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if there's anything even I really want to say, I guess, about it, just because like it all comes to a head maybe a couple days ago when Ryan called a house meeting. Which was pretty fun to watch, but I mean, it was just like they pretty much like spelled it out where it's like we can't say anything. They said that like if we say anything, it's likely that the whole house will get punished, which I thought was super smart to fucking like, because that just kind of continues the lie essentially. But like I don't know, I'm guessing Big Brother probably did say that, and you can probably assume that Big Brother would punish the house, but they were like, you are right, we can't say and. Let's not get punished. Let's not talk about it. Yeah, exactly. And that kind of broke for everyone, or like the tension, it feels like, which I think is a bad move overall.
I mean, like at this point, it doesn't matter why they're there. It's just
no, you have to deal with it.
Now.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean,
so if I was in the house, I'd be a little upset because you thought you just made it 13-1 odds that you were going to win, and now you got 2 more people to deal with.
Yeah.
But I will say that they did pretty good because I didn't see them anymore in the episode, so they must be doing something right because they're trying to lay low. When you come into this house, you have to like do nothing for at least a couple weeks because you are behind the 8 ball on social dynamics. You're behind like pretty much everything. You couldn't even, nobody knows how like good of a competitor you are, and you're coming in with like suspicion because you're lying. You gotta lay low, and they did that. So I give them a big thumbs up for that.
Yeah, and even like watching live feeds, it seems like they're integrating very well. Like you said, they're kind of still at a disadvantage where they're still talking about like, well, my first day, you know, when everyone's kind of like over their first day talking about that kind of stuff, you know. But like, I think like they just need a couple more days, maybe like one more week, and they'll be completely integrated with everyone else, and you know, it'll almost be like they've been there from the beginning. Because even like the first booted person has often been like, oh man, that's weird, like that person felt like so long ago, you know. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think they'll be fine. At least like if they can just make it past one more week. Their safety's done this week, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, they just have to have one more little safe week, and they should be fully ingratiated.
Do you think that they should try and win the HoH, or you think
I would? Fuck it. Like, I don't know, but I'm stupid. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just like, yeah, you just fucking like, hey, who gives a shit? Why not? I mean, the problem is that like I don't really know how the house is shaking out. Like, Ryan seems like an easy go next week. Whoever like like spoiler alert, if you know what the feeds are going on, I'm gonna just say right now, like the veto gets won by someone that doesn't use it. Like. And so those two they stay up there. So that's what's going to be the end of this week. Yes, sorry. but that's the thing is like, it's interesting because we know how this whole thing plays out. I'm guessing that next week is guaranteed Ryan and Hamza is what it sounds like. That's who I would put up on the block next week because you're a part of the house now. Like Ryan's like, yeah, we're going to do what the house wants, and that like. This is kind of gonna be his own demise because he's created a monster that he can't control anymore, and that's the house. And like the people that are HOHs in the beginning of these weeks, like they kind of set the pace for the game and stuff like that. And like he set now the pace for it's a house game, and like Hamza's a person that won't go for it. But I mean, I don't know. This is yeah. I mean, let's get to the competition, I guess, right?
Yeah, that was. Oh man, I
loved it. That was an awesome one. Super fun, and it's like it's not even like something that was so intricate. Like they just had to make like a semi okay like set, you know. And then it's just like you're splashing each other with water. Like how fucking simple, but like really fun to watch and like revealing. Like everything about the game was fucking great. Very solid.
Yeah, and it was only 11 questions. That's all they had to ask, so it wasn't like it was like it took a lot of time. Probably if they were in the DR like asking them questions, it was just very simple. And I think what it does is it shows like where you stand in the house. Like Paris, everybody thinks that. Well, now she knows that everybody thinks that she's dumb, and she had like the perfect reaction where she's like she was crying, and then in the own room she's just super excited and like jumping around.
Well, which is the opposite reaction of like Andrew, where it's like you gotta fucking take it on the chin and like, oh, your ego's bruised, like fuck off, dude. Like you take that and you own it, and then you fucking like. You use that. You high road people. You don't fucking be like, you know, like that's leverage down the road. Like you take that on the chin and just be like, man, I guess like I'm the asshole here. You know, I don't know. There's a way to play it and there's a way to not play it. And like, I don't know. Like I like Andrew a lot and I think he's like a fucking great dude. But he's just like, it's too ego driven. Like what? Why have the ego about everything? I feel like, I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I off base here?
I think you're right. I'm just confused why, and like Erica said to Andrew that Andrew tried to flip the house last week. Did I miss something? I feel like
I think they did a flashback a little bit where like he was pretty much like, why do we want to get out Rosalita when there's like let's get out the pretty girl. And then, like yeah, they had that flashback, and he was like, yeah, the boys are all going to stick together. And then people kind of pushed back against that, like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, no, like, I don't want to do that necessarily. Oh, okay. But, like, that just seemed like, I mean, this has all been a lead-up, really. Again, this is a week that we don't get to see because it was not on the live feeds. So no one really knows, only what they show us. And I feel like the only thing they have showed us is that flashback, and it just felt, like, awkward and tense and, like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, it just seems like he's been not pushing any of the right buttons for anyone. If you, I don't know.
No, are you kidding me? I thought him staring at Erica for like a half hour at a time was a great move.
Yeah,
It shows
intimidate.
his dominance with his
Dominance.
eyes.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly. And then yeah. So he's pissed off. I mean, obviously Ryan wins. We should still go back to the HOH, but I mean, I want to get to that sweater. Ugh. Not great. Yeah, but like, I mean, the other notable parts about this game was, I like the breaking of the glass was interesting. That worried me. Like,
Oh, I think it was just was that real glass? I don't think.
I don't think it was real glass, but
I thought it was like just a plastic martini glass, and
it's
it
like
just fell
stab
apart.
someone in the face. Like, even if it was plastic, it would still fucking hurt if you hit someone with it, or like, I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny though. I bet everyone was like, "Oh my god, are you guys all right? Are you all right?" I don't know. I bet everyone was real concerned on set. No, I don't know. I thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. What else about that competition? The other thing is, like, the person that lost, they should have got juice dumped on their head. Like, that was a perfect opportunity to dump more juice, you know?
What is this, like, Nickelodeon?
Fucking, yeah, Double Dare or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Whatever the fuck that is.
All right. But the best strategy in that, like, thing is just not to guess at all and just hope that they don't target you.
That's
that's
a good
what Ryan
call. Yes,
Yeah.
There's no point because you're only gonna lose. Like, you can't. Yeah, It seems like that game's broken. Or that's how you break it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't guess. You know, just be like, all right, bro. Good luck. You got a 1 in 14 chance here.
That should be a segment that we always do. Like, how do you break it? How do you break this game? You know, like, just how to abuse every single game. Because abusing the games is what it's all about. Alec Beal will tell you that. That motherfucker on Big Brother Canada 1, he tried to break every single game, and he had this list that he kept of, like, how and why and, like, every single game that he played in. I love that. That's great.
So Ryan wins.
Ryan wins.
And he immediately goes up to Andrew and Hamza and says, "Don't worry, I'm not nominating you."
Everything's cool.
Immediately.
Just like...
He's like, they're all gonna come up to me. It's not gonna get to me. I've got an IQ of 150. I'm smart. Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, cool. And then immediately he goes and talks to everybody else. Doesn't come back to tell Andrew, hey,
here's the information
maybe.
I got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or anything.
Idiot, man.
Yep.
All right.
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of torn because, like, I don't know. Like, I can see it from both sides because I was in HOH early on where I was like, okay, well, I can do whatever the fuck I want to, or I can kind of go with the house, you know? So, like, I definitely see it from, like, going with the house perspective, but, like, if you're gonna go with the house, you need to shore up, like, your loose ends and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Not that you're, like, the next thing that's gonna be eaten up by the house. And so it's like, if you start running this, like, this is what the house wants, then, like, you can't be surprised next week when the house wants you the fuck out of there. Like, that's the real problem. And so, like, people that are like, oh, well, he put up his 2 allies. It's like, but were those allies even good allies? Like, what is an ally? I mean, it's going to be obviously numbers, but, like, who else are they going to pick up, you know? Like, who else in the house?
They're the outsiders, and if you're outsiders, you can pick up, like Hamza said in this episode, you could have got, like, that Newfoundland dude
Will,
that I don't remember.
Yeah, I can see Will. Yeah.
You can pick up the 2 Gatecrashers. They're
and
news.
that's the thing. Is like, well, like, where's that? Like, okay, I need to be the house. Like, it's cool to set up the house perspective, but if you're not in charge of the house, then what the fuck are you? Like,
if you're the HOH and you can't control your own HOH, then you're fucking useless. All right. You have to set it up so that way the house, what the house wants, is what you want because you are the house.
Yeah, exactly.
You make the decision this week.
Yeah.
Don't Don't put up your allies, you goofball.
Yep. And the problem is like, yeah, and that's what I kind of tried to do in like at least in my first week was pretty much like, yeah, I'm doing this for the house. Like I'm doing this for the house or like this is what the house told me to do, but it was like kind of what I wanted to do. So,
Yeah.
you know, like and you
It's
just
like you
tell
have this.
everyone, yeah, you kind of have to keep everyone at arm's length, you know, and hope no one fucking like trades. I don't know. It's
When
tough. He's
when
fucked.
people
That's all
No,
there's
when
to it.
people say that it's for the house, that's really just, in my opinion, that's them saying, I want to get you out, but I don't want you to be mad at me
Yes.
in particular.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
but
That's what that means.
but Ryan actually took it like
It's
everybody in
the
the house.
house. Yeah. Literally. Like, this is fucking, yeah, the real world. And like we're voting to yeah. No, it's fucking weird. And yeah, like everyone's fucking real down on him. I think there's like there's logic to it, especially when fucking you have two like people on your side that are lunatics. Like Andrew
Yeah,
doesn't know what he's doing and like Hamza's literally like put me up, which is a smart
Yeah.
move I think on his part, which is it's dangerous, especially the game that he plays, but like it's fucking smart just to be like I don't like Ryan's obviously I don't know. What do you think about Hamza's move?
I think it's ridiculous. I don't understand why anybody would ever nominate themselves for eviction. Even if you think you're a backdoor, guess
Yeah.
what? You have a couple more days before that veto.
Yeah.
The veto can happen, and you could be picked to play.
Mhm.
There's so many more things that once you're nominated, you're stuck up there. You
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, and then on top of that, if you do survive, the following weeks people are gonna say, "Hey, you're up there already. How
Yeah.
about you just pony up and go up there?" It's I don't understand the self-nominating thing at all. Some people can do it. I would never be able to.
It'd be yes, I agree. It'd be really tough. I wish I had the balls to be able to do something like that, but I would never fucking I couldn't do it. Where it's like that's a kiss
No.
of death. Like when you fucking that confident and that cocksure are like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to fucking go sit up there." Like you better have a fucking personality to match because I don't know. Where it's like I could never be so cocky. Like it would come
No.
back and bite me in the ass. Where I'd be like, "All right, everybody, I'm gonna kick some ass." I don't know. It's just like Spencer's a person where it's like Spencer's got that attitude where like the motherfucker would be like, "All right, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do." I don't know.
But he was also put in that position.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he came into the game saying, "Oh, I'm going to
Put
sit
me
on the
up.
block every week." It was like he was put there, and then he just
All right,
perpetually
well,
got put there.
and like this dude, obviously Hamza is like he wants to be fucking Doctor Will, the next Doctor Will. Like what? Like you're gonna fucking make that move of like put me up, you know?
Yeah.
Like especially if that's your character.
His DRs are fucking. Oh my god, I can't stand his DR sessions. He just starts further and then he gets close.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, and then he's just like jumping at the fucking screen.
Yeah. Yeah. He's he's so interesting.
He looks so tiny and then big at the same time. I don't know how to feel about him.
He's interesting. I'm glad that he's like at least going out and playing a fucking insane game. Like everyone that thinks they'd go in there and play that game, 90% of you motherfuckers wouldn't play that game. Like you would be too
No.
pussy ass to fucking play that game. Everyone wants to sit on their couch and be like, "Oh, I would do that. I'd do even crazier shit." But like fuck off.
Yeah.
Once you get to play in the ring, like I don't think so. I don't buy that.
No.
But yeah, so I fucking have to salute him for fucking having cojones.
No, I like he's entertaining.
Absolutely.
We knew he was going to be entertaining.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, yeah, fucking. What else was there? Andrew putting on that sweater, not great.
Dude.
Not great. Like, and the other thing is, like, man, the last thing I would want in the fucking house is like my dad to be hanging around. Like, fuck off with that shit. Like, Spencer was fucking. Thank you, Feltso, for the subscription on Twitch Prime. Much appreciated. But you like
Attaboy.
Spencer in the house was like he's fucking like, "Oh, I'm gonna be like," if anything he's like, "I want to be your brother," you know, like I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
dirty jokes and like fucking I can like, or it's like I don't want to be some fucking like authoritative figure. Like what? Like that's the wrong way to go. I don't know.
Let's just talk about how terrible he's been running his HoH.
Mhm.
He goes up to everybody and says how they should be playing the game. Eh,
Yeah.
but he allowed everybody to run his HoH. So who's actually fucking running the game? Not him. It's just so fucking annoying to watch this goofball who has a shirt of his own face
I love
nominating
it.
people.
Love it. I think it's so funny. I think that like I don't know. I can see like I don't know. Like I guarantee that Spencer finds it offensive that so many people are just like, "Oh yeah, they're so similar." But like, I mean, he's kind of has like Spencer-esque attitudes like about him. There's something about him that definitely like obviously he looks like Spencer, but like there's like a little bit of his personality is like Spencer is a wise motherfucker. He is, I'll give it to him. But like Spencer also comes off like he fucking is really, really wise, you know? Like Spencer wants to be the smartest motherfucker in the room. And a lot of times he is. But like I think that Ryan's that same way where he wants to think he's the smartest motherfucker in the room. And sometimes I'm sure that Ryan is, but again, no offense to Spencer, but like like Amanda used to get so tired of Spencer's shit where he'd be like, "Yo, you know, Hannibal fucking took some elephants over India's mountains," and then Amanda would just be like, "Shut the fuck up," like you know, like I don't know, like again, no fault of Spencer's, but like yeah, sometimes you get sick of like, okay, all right, Spencer, but again, much love. Oh, he's gonna kill me.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the showmance that is occurring between Derek and Kayla? Um,
Yeah.
there's always one. There's always one
I
showmance.
fucking again like what I want to say about showmance is like fucking name like everyone in the fucking human race like pretty much it's been ingrained in your evolutionary code to fucking pair off like that's just the way it fucking is. Like, I'm sorry, but like when people get so upset about showmances, to me it's like, fuck, there's such an advantage to a showmance. Like, a lot of times it gets you fucking killed in the game, but other times it fucking like catapults you to the end. It's like I always think about like a lot of them should be like a rocket ship where it's got multi-tiers of rockets. Certain rockets have to fall away at the end, you know, and fucking while you get trajected to the moon or whatever the fuck. Like think about Emmett and Jillian, you know, like Jillian won the motherfucker. I mean, on a crazy vote, but like, come on, like a showmance works. Like, not all cases, but I mean, there's a lot of cases where it has worked. And I don't know, people that are so against it, to me, it's like, I don't know. I think it's another it's another fascinating intricacy of this game, and like we're watching a biome of people interacting. Like, there should be a showmance. I mean, why not? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand why some people are anti-showmance, but they want it, like just like a pair of dudes to like
Oh yeah,
is fine.
Chilltown. Yeah, yeah.
Chilltown is fine,
Mhm.
but other showmances aren't. It's basically the same thing, only one has a male and a female, and the other is just the same gender.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you that people naturally go in pairs, and I really like that rocket analogy. That's like really clever.
Yeah. And at least that's how I explain it to myself when I go to sleep at night and when I didn't fuck up my game. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I was just like a rocket ship, just exploded Challenger style.
Well, you're the one that launched. Out
Yeah,
of
I
that.
know, but then I also got Challengered at the end, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but enough about that. But I think that people should not be so hard on fucking showmances, like, because I think that, I'm guessing that showmances probably work 40% of the time, you know, or get someone a win 40% of the time, is what I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, a showmance usually. Do showmances ever both get out pre-jury? Does that ever happen? I don't think it does.
No, not
Like, if you-
really.
You got Shelley and Clay.
Jeremy and Caitlin from my season.
Oh.
But like, yeah, no, not really. That's not real.
I forgot that happened.
But it's not really. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think showmances are, yeah, it's a part of the game, and everyone should fucking treat it as such. It's like you're gonna bitch about that forever. Like, there's no way that fucking casting can be like, oh yeah, like this year we're gonna put on 0 showmances. Like everyone's gonna be married. I guarantee you that like if it was an all married cast, 2 people are gonna be fucking around. Like I guarantee it. Like that's just the way of human nature. I don't know.
Yeah, you put a bunch of attractive people in a
Yes,
house.
exactly. Like people are gonna fuck around. Like it's again evolution. Like shit. I don't know. What else? The other thing I want to talk about is the have not room.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
did we talked about it a little bit. I don't remember that conversation.
Barely.
But I think that fucking this is another fucking like goddamn talking about Big Brother 15. I honestly think that we had one of the worst have not rooms. I don't think this one's that bad. To me, like this is not bad. This is a fucking flat ground. Oh darn.
Yeah.
That seems easy. I don't know.
I gotta. I don't even remember your have not room.
My have not was like it was airplane chairs.
Oh
It was like
yeah.
3 airplane chairs. And like you got an airplane blanket and an airplane pillow, and that's it. You're sleeping in like seat belts and shit. Literally, it was a nightmare. You couldn't. Oh, it was the worst. But like the thing is, like they have flat ground. Like they can fully have their legs stretched completely out. Like those are things that people take for granted. This tomb place in the middle here, this thing looks so comfortable. Like I
Yeah,
would've
but you have
slept
to
in that.
swim to it basically.
But like that's a little bit of fun. Like if I was a kid, I'd be like, man, I've got my bed has a moat. This is awesome. You know, like you'd be pumped if you were a kid. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. I just do not. This one's another one. Like, oh, cakewalk. That's an easy ass room. I don't know. I gotta be biased.
I think
but...
the other Big Brother Canada room last year was easy too. It was like essentially the same thing.
What
where
was
it was
theirs?
just I can't remember. I just remember
See,
it was
OTT
like they had
had
to sleep
the.
on the ground.
I don't.
They had a trampolines.
Yeah. Oh darn. Trampolines. Sounds comfortable
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah,
Like.
it's like I've done that already
Yeah.
by myself.
Exactly. Yeah. Call it the summer in fucking Minnesota. Like. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what else like. There's I don't know like dentist chairs are still like you get to like relax or you get to stretch but you only get that like recliner half posture which would kind of suck but I don't know I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Do you,
It's all the
who
content
do
I
you think
brought.
played the best this episode, if anybody?
Um
Because I've noticed we've shit talk about almost all of them.
yeah I would say her name's Veronica, right?
Yeah, the chick
Ronnie.
that came in.
Yeah, I think she's kind of playing okay. Like the girls were pissed off at her at first, but it seems like we talked about, like she seems like she's integrated. It seems I don't know, like even on the feeds, it seems like she's good as golden with everyone, which is just surprising to me, I guess. But I don't know.
I guess like you would forget, like a couple days in there is like a week in reality.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think enough time is like going by, but I would still be a little hesitant. I think that the people that are playing the best right now is like Kayla and Derek and Maddie.
yeah. Kayla seems like the most dangerous player in the game, in my opinion. Just like
Yeah.
overall, like she seems like she knows what the fuck she's doing. She's a feedster, from what I understand. Like she's keeping quiet about it. That could be the thing that bites her in the ass. She's getting into this showmance, which a lot of people will say is bad. But to be honest, like I saw someone else say that like Derek will be her meat shield. Dude looks like a dumb motherfucker. Just put him
Yeah.
right out in front of you at all times. Like, oh, fight for me, babe. Like, you know, like the motherfucker's gonna win a veto and give it to you. Like, you know, as long as you don't fuck it up, like, just use that son of a bitch all the way to the ending. I think she could be in a great spot, especially if she can jettison him like somewhere in the middle. That'd be perfect. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
what I gotta say.
Totally. Yeah, I think I got both of them in my draft, so I'm pretty happy.
I gotta look at my draft here. I gotta recheck it. I don't remember what I did. It was a bad one. I don't know what else really happened. I guess.
I mean, other than that, I can't remember anything else. It was just there was a lot of the competition and
Feeds were
Ryan
down.
being crazy.
Yeah, Ryan being dumb. I
So
want one of his shirts.
let's just do some spoilers because obviously you got the spoilers right
Yep.
now,
Yep.
and I don't know anything about the spoilers.
Okay.
So
I
Break
mean,
it to.
like I said, fucking, they played veto. Erica won the veto.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Um,
His target is Olivia.
oh yeah, so Ryan was looking for a backdoor, which is, I mean, again, I think that could be a decent idea, but like you're gonna use your backdoor on Olivia, like you use a backdoor for like a fucking target that's obviously out of control when it comes to competitions, but it doesn't work. Nothing matters because Erica wins it, and she doesn't use it. She wins a VIP screening to Tomb Raider, and she gets to pick someone. I can't remember who she picked. Doesn't matter. But they get to go outside the house, which is cool. Get to do fucking fun shit. But
Okay.
yeah, so she doesn't end up using the veto. So they're both gonna sit up there. And I imagine fucking Andrew's gonna go home.
Yeah, Andrew kind of dug himself a grave by like being weird to one of the only people that even respected him enough to give him an apology. He just starts staring at her. So I don't think he's doing himself any favors in the game either, which is a bummer because I was really high on Andrew pregame
Me too, yeah.
or preseason. Like he just seemed like a fun, likable dude, and all of this episode, he just looks like a crazy man, like ready to murder somebody.
Yep.
So I don't know. I'm not real big on Andrew right now, obviously.
No, I don't think his stock is very high in the house. And it just, I don't know. It's only dropping from what I understand. I think he got into a fight today earlier with Johnny. I mean,
of course.
Exactly, and that's the thing where it's just like, dude, how can you shoot yourself in the foot anymore? Where it's like, I don't know. The people that lay low when they're on the block are the people that stay. You know, if you're getting into fights with people, like, but it's like one of those things where it's like, which comes first, the fights or the fucking, like, you know you're gonna go home? Like, is it already set in the cards, or are you digging yourself even deeper? I don't know what to think about that, but
it's so hard to know because if I'm up there, you know, I want to try everything and anything, so that way when I say at the end of the day, if I get voted out, it's like I tried my best when I was in there. So I just need like to know that it's like two different play styles, and one is obviously more beneficial, the one where you're chill, more relaxed, and just depending on your actual, like, you know, personality, it can be difficult to pull that off. I know I would just be a hot mess.
Yes. That's the fucking thing. Like, I never had like a fucking bunch of time to scramble like this. And I don't know. Like, you fucking, that's all I can ever say is like, you take stock of the players that fucking make it out of tight pinches, and get off the block, and it's people that fucking just stayed cool, calm, collected the whole time. Like, that's how you fucking stick around. I don't know. I bet you could look at some sort of numbers and figure it out, but
is there a move? Is there a move by Andrew that can keep him this week? I can't think of any, like, other than everybody just dislikes Hamza.
There's like no deals exactly. Like, there's no deals that you could make. There's no lies that you could tell that wouldn't just dig you into a deeper hole, you know, unless you like stir Hamza into some sort of craziness. But I think like Hamza's sitting in such a great position right now because I think a lot of people are like, I like Hamza, you know, people are digging him, I guess, in the house. It feels like his stock is on the rise.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. What do you think about Ryan's choice to bring what's her name to the Wendy's?
Who did he even bring? I don't even remember.
The lesbian chick.
Erica. Okay. Yeah.
Erica,
I don't know. Like,
well, obviously he sees her as like a leader on the other side.
Smart, because didn't he also had to make her a have-not. So at least that's like a little bit of an olive branch to like, you get to be like, well, I brought you on this thing. I'm sorry I had to do this, but at least you got some fucking Wendy's Baconators sponsored by Wendy's out of the deal. you know.
I got this Frosty by Wendy's.
Yeah,
And
Frosties.
but if you want to see my complete order, go to wendys.com/
Yeah.
like
And if you want a good roast, go to the Wendy's Twitter to get roasted.
while I was eating my Wendy's, I was eating it on the brick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Wendy's with Twistos on top. Fucking yeah. I mean, I've been listening. That Wendy's song though that they played during the commercial break is fucking awesome. Whatever that song is, I was like, this is so good. Every time I hear it, I'm like, I can't get enough of this song. I don't know. It's the second time now that Wendy's has fucking entranced me with their songs. Like during Big Brother Canada 2, they had a Wendy's pretzel bun song. Oh man, that song is
Look at us.
fucking good.
Look at us. We're fucking promoting Wendy's now. What the
I
fuck
know.
just happened?
I do not. Yeah, I do not agree with anything that Wendy's has to do or say. But man, their commercials are fucking awesome. Love them. I really do. Let's get beyond that. What?
Either way, I don't think it's good for Erica that she got chosen to be in.
It doesn't
the
make you
thing.
look good.
No, because now all your buddies see you having a good time. They get jealous.
Mhm.
And the other side of the house thinks you're like a leader on that side. So, and they, Ryan wants to, try and ingratiate himself into the house that he's creating.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just don't think it's good for her.
No, it's not a good look, and like, I don't know. It's not bad though, just because it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? I can't fucking choose my friend, or like he chose me. It's not like she had any say, so she always got that to fall back on at least. But yeah, it doesn't make you look good. Plus, yeah, hanging out with Andrew, I don't know. Like, she seems like she's good because like. She seems like she can fall back into a lot of different places, I guess. Like, I think she knows what the fuck she's doing. She's like, she plays super emotionally. I mean, like every time we see her, I think she's like fucking crying. Like just today on the feeds, she was just like outside by herself, quietly weeping.
Is she doing it? Oh, she's just actually emotional. She's not doing it for a game.
I don't think she is really doing it for game. But like, I think that I wouldn't hesitate to think that she might use that whenever she could, I guess. Like, fuck, if I had that in my arsenal, absolutely. So I would hope she's using it in the game, but I also think that that's kind of her personality, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
So if you're Ryan, what do you do next week, man? Because you're in a shit. He's in a shit spot, and he thinks he's in a great spot.
Yep.
So, what like?
Well, he had the presence of mind to be like, no one's even talking to me about like, no one's talking game to me. So like, once this whole like, okay, so eventually like, essentially right now because veto is technically over, like she didn't use it. Like, there's nothing else to talk to him about. Like his power is essentially over. Yeah. So like, he has to realize these coming days, like, okay, no one's talking to me again. Like I'm on the outs. Like. I need to do something, right? So like he's got a little bit of time to like adjust and recover, but it's just like, I mean, how hard? You're gonna have to win a veto. I think like that's pretty much his game plan right now is win. I don't know.
That's pretty bad.
Don't you think? Like, it just seems like it's gonna be a vicious circle of just like he has to win to save himself, but when he wins, it's only gonna put him further at odds with the house and like. He'll just keep going. I don't know.
Let's get some questions in the chat. Let's see if they got any questions.
Chat. Let's hear it. What's their? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird that they fucking shut down the feeds for a while. They shut down the feeds for like 36 hours.
They do this in Canada.
They shut it down for a while, but it's just like, man, that's a crazy one. I don't think they've done that long in a long time. That seems nuts.
Yeah, at least they're free.
No, exactly, and that's why it's like you can't really complain. It's free.
My take on Marin, from Amanda Randa, I like Marin. He does seem like an idiot. He doesn't know anything that's going on. From my understanding, Ryan asked Marin, "Hey, if you were in the house, or if you could nominate people, who would you nominate?" And Marin said the right thing. He's like, I don't know, man. I'll get back to you. Like, essentially meaning,
I'm not throwing out any names.
I'm not going to, and
Yep.
that's pretty much what Ryan thought until Marin comes back and names Derek and Kayla, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, oh no, Olivia. He said Olivia, and then he was trying to swap it, be like, oh Olivia. He
Yeah.
just got like a boner
Yep.
because he just doesn't like her.
Yeah, that's exactly what he fucking wanted to hear, which is smart to say what he wants to hear, but at the same time, like, throwing out names is fucking always dangerous, especially when you're a new player, because that shit can be used against you right quick, you know? Like,
Yeah.
That's exactly, I'd use that against him. I don't know. So weird that he wanted to go after Olivia so hard. Why, do you know the explanation for why he wanted to go after her? Or
He
was that
said
just,
it in this episode because she's smart. She's a law student, which isn't he smart too? That's like
Yeah.
his whole thing. So
Yeah.
he shouldn't be worried about someone also being smart.
Yeah.
And she runs a marathon, which I can understand because if you look at him, he could run
Yeah.
like to his
To the
car.
donut store.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But the donut store
Fat
might be a
joke.
little too far.
Boom! Nailed it. Softball. Okay. Yeah. No.
So,
It's
do you like Marin?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
don't.
like Marin?
I think you pretty much nailed everything that I have to say about Marin. Like, yeah, he seems like he's kind of a dum, but I think that there's definitely a place where, like, fucking, like, give him enough time, dude might fucking figure the game out. Like, I don't know. John Party from Big Brother Canada 2 is like one of my favorite contestants ever, just because like he didn't know shit all about the game, and then the motherfucker went in there and just started to learn, and he learned fast, and he learned like what the fuck to do and like how to lie and like how to play the game. So I think like that's why I fucking love recruits, and I think like if he can get it together and he can fucking figure out what the game is about and he wants to play a game, then I think that he might have a chance to do very well. But again, like you said, he's kind of a dum-dum.
Yeah, for sure. Next question is it easy to get away with farting in the house? Yes, if you fart.
Yeah. Yep. I guess, yeah, just going to the bathroom if you really need to. I would be your
Who
ride or
would be
die in this
your
case.
ride or die?
Says
You can go
Black.
first on this one.
My ride or die, I don't know. I think, like, Hamza would be fun, but man, he's fucking just loose cannon. So it's like I could never
Hamza?
rely on. Yeah, I'd be
That's
on
the
Hamza train.
first name that came to your mind?
I like that dude reminds me of Judd in a way, or like I don't know, where it'd be like I want to be friends with you like outside the house, but like you seem unstable inside the house. But like, but I mean, I don't know, like. I don't know. Jesse, I think that's the other dude's name that we never talk about.
Yeah, he's
like-
in a good spot.
I mean, even like he had maybe one line on the episode today, and I was like, oh, this dude knows what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't remember what it was about, but I was like, oh, good for him. I think maybe him. I don't know. Like bro down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would probably go with Paris. I think
Oh,
Paris is
yeah.
a
That's
pretty good in a good position.
Yeah.
And she seems likable. She also seems like she has some like issues like with self-esteem, and if you could just like pump her
Exploit
up and
that,
say
yeah.
whatever, she'll like you more and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And with self-esteem, maybe she's like dependent, so you could just be that soldier with her so she wouldn't turn on you. So I think Paris is the best ride or die person that you could get
I can see
in that house right now.
I like that. Feltzel asks, "What's the difference between spinach and a baby?" Spinach doesn't taste weird when you eat it. That's what I'm gonna say. Let's see. Where do you see gate crashers positioning themselves? They seem to adjust well for coming in so late. We kind of talked about that. I think, yeah, they're fucking fitting in exactly where they need to.
Yeah. I think, in summary, basically, they're doing a really good job, better than I thought they would do.
Absolutely.
And maybe it's because they don't know shit about the game.
I think that's
what's
absolutely
helping
a part
them.
of it. Yep. I do.
So, yeah.
Let's see.
Is this a good cast?
I think so. I like this cast. I like every Big Brother Canada cast usually, where I'm like, fuck, this cast is great. I think like the casting is just it's just a little bit different than the U.S. And so I don't know. I just like it.
What
I like
difference
Canadians,
is?
though. I mean,
because it's both by Robin Cass.
it's both by Robin, but I think that in CBS one, Les Moonves gets final say, and I think the higher ups get final say, and I think that Robin probably has. This is all speculation, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble for even speculating. But I think that Robin has a little bit more say in Canada, and I think that's why we get a better quality cast in Canada. That's my opinion.
I don't know. I can't
All right,
say.
and I'm blacklisted, so. Yeah. I love Big Brother, everything Big Brother. Fucking, yep, I don't know. Don Woolman, love you. Make me your son. Let's see.
All right, let's see. What about Allie? Where is she going? That's a good fucking question, man.
She's just fodder. She's gonna be picked up by an alliance that like just needs her for a number, and she'll be strung along until she's the middle of the game and she gets kicked out because there's no need for her anymore. Again, I would like to see her in that number 2, like always on the block position, because could be her fucking sell point. But like,
no.
She's mid game going home, or she could walk all the way to 3rd or 2nd.
Dude, we will always be on the wrong side, different sides of this fence. Yeah. You think that that's like the golden strategy to win Big Brother.
I think it could be a fantastic strategy.
And that is the worst strategy I could ever think of. One misstep and you're gone.
Yeah,
it's that simple.
I like to live
and you wouldn't even know that you made a mistake until it's too late.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I just think that like certain people get put into positions where they like Jessie Kowalski from our season. She pretty much was like on the golden train to 2nd place, dragged along to the end. And then she just fucking got, like, too big for her britches, and she thought she was fucking, like, a badass. She wanted to be Janelle, you know? She won HoH or whatever she did, you know? And that put her in a bad position because she got blood on her hands. And it's like, you could have just sat on the block against every single person and walked to 2nd place. Like, and, you know, you just have to win a little bit at the end, and you got yourself fucking a title. You know, you got yourself something to hang your hat on. But it's like, there is a strategy to being, like, the GOAT that gets dragged to the final place, you know?
Yeah, because then you could end up sitting next to someone like Gina Marie.
Yeah.
And then anybody wins against Gina Marie.
Exactly. I mean,
not to say Andy wasn't a good winner, but I think he was a great winner. But, like, if anybody's sitting next to Gina Marie, they're going to win. Like, you just need that last terrible person.
I don't know. From Gina Marie's perspective, we're all bitter about it. We're bitter about... We're a bitter jury.
Maybe she shouldn't have been holding on to his hat for half the season. People would have thought.
I'm not saying again.
I'm not going to vote for a crazy person.
If this gets
straight
back
up,
to Gina Marie, I'm like gonna die. No, I love you, Gina Marie. You're the best.
No, yeah.
Let's see.
I just like talking shit.
No, yeah. She's gonna beat your ass, bro. She's gonna come to Chicago and whoop your ass.
Yeah, she'll be like, "Where is this,
bro? Where is
this knucklehead?
This knucklehead Goomba mother." Yeah. Yeah. Gina Marie's
thoughts on forming a 420 alliance? I don't
even know what that means. Yeah, like I don't even like Sarah Hanlon.
What do you mean
alliance.
You don't know what that means?
I know what that means, but like, is there just like only the people that smoke weed are in on that alliance? Like, what is that?
Yeah. I think it was you guys that you were talking about 420, but you were talking about PlayStation. I was watching the feeds when you were back in the day.
Sounds familiar, actually. I think like I don't know. We'll talk about it off air. No, I don't know. Let's see. How about Johnny? I mean, we didn't talk about him at all. He got like no screen time except for when he was hosting that thing. I think he's in a fine position.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sir Don wrote in the chat he's coming to Chicago.
Oh.
We need to meet. All right?
Yes, you guys are going to have to fucking hang out.
I will make time.
You have to go get him some drinks.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, sorry. Sorry for interrupting.
No. I had literally nothing to say, I think.
I'm the vice host.
Would you rather eat slop for a month or have Jesse Goddard's give you atomic wedgie? Just like I'd have the wedgie because then Jesse.
Yeah,
it means that Jesse touched me. I actually have a pair of Jesse's pants.
Why?
Just a pair of his jeans. We were out at a club, and I was like wearing like some pajama pants, and I was like, I don't have any real pants to wear to this club. He's like, all right, you can just wear some of my jeans.
What the fuck?
I still have Jesse's jeans.
How big are they?
They're
Can
perfect. They fit me
Really?
perfect. Yeah, I got some fucking muscular legs though. No, it does fit like perfect. I just need a belt. It's great.
Does he have small legs? Is
No,
he
I think
only
he's
upper
like-
body?
No, he's got fucking some
No,
built
I'm,
legs.
yeah.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say, that I'm got little
No,
legs?
no.
I'm built like a tank. Look at these guns. Oh yeah.
I want to actually see.
Oh man, so good.
You're like Forrest Gump, just running everywhere.
Yep, exactly. Let's see. What else we got? I don't know. I think we've covered everything.
Yeah, I like the interaction that we got going on in the chat. I feel like
Yeah.
this
I
was
think
the best.
slowly but surely, that's the problem. Is like in the beginning we couldn't really interact with people because there's only like 5 of you. Like you guys don't have that many questions. You know, like I'm trying to promote it more on different channels and different Facebooks and shit like that. So I think like the more we go on, the better the interaction will be and stuff like that. Eventually, I want to do like a special show that's just interacting with the people. Maybe like a call-in show. I want to do that so bad. But yeah, eventually, like I think the more and more people that turn out, like we'll be able to have more interaction. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Confirmed McCrae has a massive dong. That hasn't been confirmed. It's disconfirmed. It's lies. That's fake news right there. What else? We got good. I mean,
I'm good.
I don't know what else there was. Let's see, sponsors. Again, hamsterwatch.com. If you're in America and you're trying to watch the feeds, you can go to BMX. That's where I watch every taped episode. And I get my live feeds from Liquid 8D BB Viewer. Great app. Definitely get that too. Yeah. Do I say Hamster Watch? I don't remember. I think.
Yeah.
And also, I fuck up.
Did I say
everything.
Hamster Watch?
Yeah,
Hamster Watch.
hamsterwatch.com.
By the way,
Yeah.
have you heard of Hamster Watch?
Yeah. And then, yeah, you can always subscribe to the Twitch channel. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. That is supporting us. It gives us free money, and you guys don't pay anything. It's the fucking greatest to help me out. Yes, we get to keep on doing this because everyone supports the stream. So thank you so much for doing that. Cameron, what's your plugs?
If you just look right below my chest down here, this is on my Instagram and Twitter. So follow me there. And yeah, all I do is talk about Survivor, Big Brother, and March Madness is coming up.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna make like a
bracket.
tweet. Yeah, no, I'm gonna like make a tweet and just have like a bunch of. I'm gonna make like a bracket, like of all whoever wants to join the bracket.
Do you? Oh, you don't want to.
I don't know. I don't think anybody will win.
No,
but
this year, no one's gonna win the bracket.
No, I'm sorry, but the winner, I'm not gonna give him
In a
anything.
twist of events, like, and no one wins this
Nobody wins.
year. Yeah. I'm gonna say Villanova. I just love
Villanova?
saying their name. That's the reason why.
I don't think
Are they
Notre
even
Dame
in?
is in it
Oh,
this
okay.
year. Villanova is like usually in.
They're always in.
They're always
yeah.
like ranked 2 or something.
Yeah. Villanova's got it. this
I
year,
haven't
baby.
actually looked at the March Madness, but I will send out a tweet. And if you want to
Get in,
join
people.
a March Madness, try and beat me, I dare you because I've
Hell
came
yeah.
in second every time I've done it. So unless if you're coming in first, you're gonna lose to me.
Amazing. Yeah, and my plugs are McCrae Chum on Twitter and stuff, and also you can go to @36_Lynn on Instagram, doing some fucking cool shit on my work's Instagram. So follow me over there. That's where I do a lot of crazy stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a good one. We'll be back Wednesday. We'll do an episode Wednesday. And we'll do an episode Thursday. We're just gonna do an episode after every episode. So
yeah.
I love it. Excellent. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time on the block. Take care and bye bye.